this message.
On the ballot tonight, we'll scrutinize another contender for Nigeria's top job. We interrogate the political leanings of politicians, and we also ask Nigerians about the most important document on election day. Hello there, good evening and welcome to The Ballot, NTA's comprehensive pre-election program. My name is Fisayo Ogunfuyi. Now, the 4-year cycle that defines the nation's democratic experience is on another home stretch. Here, momentum is a given, filled by anticipation among contestants and voters alike. The contestant is like a student waiting for the examination day. His script will be marked by the umpire, but his performance is determined by the voter. It is an interwoven scenario which determines the fortunes of the state. These are my thoughts from the gallery. One of the big game players in the presidential polls is here with us tonight, and we will be getting his own perspectives. But before then, let's consider this. The ballot paper is perhaps the most important document on election day. How familiar is the voter with his instrument of franchise? Election Corner is next with some answers.
Ballot paper is of voting to cast your votes. After you use it, you drop it in the ballot box.
What I know about ballot paper is being used after you have been accredited. After you have been accredited, then you'll be given a ballot paper. From there, you can go and choose the party or who candidate that you want to elect. That's what I know about it.
The logos of each party should be contained in a ballot paper. The names of each candidate should be contained in a ballot paper.
Immediately after voting, because due to maybe the other party might not agree with the election, so most of the times they use it. They use the ballot paper for references. Then after then, maybe they dispose it, to my own understanding.
A ballot paper is used in voting, but I can't really tell you how it's been used because I am not into politics.
The ballot papers are collected together after voting proper by the voters, and they are collected by the INEC officials who conducted such votes and been taken to the INEC office.
In ballot paper, you have the political parties' logos and the one that logos in short, and maybe the presidential or whatever aspirant is on the ballot paper. Based on that, the inside the logo, you will now find whatever party you want. Those are the party in the ballot paper or whatever.
It's used when you complete. If you complete before you pass it to the ballot box, you make sure that the ink does not affect any other side. It remains only in that particular party box that it completes. When it appears in other side, it becomes invalid.
Definitely, now that we have about 91 political parties, I had the national chairman say the ballot paper has to be a bit cumbersome because it's going to contain a lot of political parties. So we definitely have the parties and the INEC have to go and embark on voter education so that a lot of Nigerians who are not all that literate enough should be able to understand how they can be able to identify these political parties of their own choice and vote without having void votes.
Nigerian voters getting ready to exercise their franchise. It is a presidential platform tonight, and we have joining us the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Abuja, Major General John Bo. Thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you.
Let me quickly start, let Nigeria, just in a few words, just introduce yourself to Nigerians, perhaps those who have not seen you before.
Thank you very much. My name is Major General John Wilson Terwasubo. I'm a retired Army officer of the Nigerian Army. I come from Benue State, the north-central part of Nigeria, and from the middle belt of Nigeria. I'm the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Abuja, and I am looking forward to becoming the next president of this country when election is done on May 26. I mean, May 16. February 16.
Yes. Well, perhaps you're already looking forward to May. Well, let's quickly move on and look at your 5-point agenda. Can you tell us a bit about your 5-point agenda?
Yes. When I become the president of this country, I want to administer Nigeria using my 5-point agenda to make Nigeria a great nation. The first is to restructure Nigeria. And my own kind of restructuring is not regional, it's not a geographical restructuring, it is fiscal restructuring based on economic entities that are viable, that are sustainable and competitive, so that all the federation units will be empowered to exploit their own resources and raise funds and take care of the people and give certain percentage of what they get as agreed by the nation, by the Nigerian people to the federal government. I will also decentralize the police force. Apart from the mobile police, the rest of the police, men and women, will be sent back to their home states, and they will form the nucleus of the security of the federation unit, the states, and the state government will then employ more men and women, train them, and beef up the required number of the force they require to provide the security and to their security for men and women in the state. Also, I'm going to decentralize power because it appears the federal government for years has not been able to supply electricity to the federation units. I will allow the federation units to operate their own electricity, and those states that cannot do it, if a number of states can come together and set up their own power system and distribute electricity to themselves. States that cannot do it completely, the federal government can come in and assist them to make sure that all states take off successfully.
What is the impetus you, in your policy declaration, what is the impetus you intend to give the private sector as you listed?
Well, that is economic reconstruction, which is my third agenda. I am going to allow the private sector. Government doesn't have business doing business. Business belongs to the private sector. I'm going to allow the Nigerian private sector to drive the economy, and the government can only facilitate. I will only facilitate, make sure I have an enabling environment for the businessmen and women to carry on the economy.
All right, let's look
then,
at...
by second, is security. As of now, Nigerians are being killed all over the country, and there are no consequences. When Nigerians kill their fellow Nigerians, nothing happens. Which means that under President Muhammad Buhari, Nigerian life does not matter. When I become president, life will matter. And any Nigerian that kills a fellow Nigerian there must be consequences.
The concept of the program perhaps is to sell your ideas, and let me quickly say this in terms of your campaign so far. We were talking before we came on set, and I was asking you about the campaign so far across the country and the responses.
I'm well received. My 5-point agenda is well received throughout the country, from north to south to north, west to east of Nigeria. I've been to the west, I've been to the far north, I've been to the middle belt, and I'm speaking on television and radio. Nigerians are happy with my 5-point agenda. The restructuring is very, very much welcome when you allow states. You know, as of now, we are practicing what we call sharing the cake rather than baking the cake. When you take what belongs to what the federal government is controlling now, the resources that the federal government is controlling now, hand them over to the states that have them. The states will generate resources and take care of the people. As of now, only less than 2% of Nigerian population are enjoying the federal wealth. The cows, the money is not trickling down to the poor. And that's why Nigeria is being styled by the international community as the poverty capital of the world.
Do you think you're entering this race a bit late? Do you think so?
I'm not late. I'm not late. Nigerians have already known who I am. They know what I stand for, and they know what ABGA is. ABGA stands for. Our symbol is the cock, and the cock is crowing, and reminding Nigeria to wake up from sleep, wake up from slumber, and reunite this country. Nigeria is terribly divided now, and we are coming in as ABGA-led government to reunite Nigerians and make Nigerians once more to have faith in their country.
Very briefly, is ABGA collaborating with any other party for this election?
I'm not aware of ABGA collaborating with any party, any other party. And I, Major General John Bo, am not cooperating with anybody. I am going to be the next president of this country, and no one has contacted me, and there's nothing that will make me drop out of the race for anyone.
Major General John Bo, we want to thank you for being a part of our discussion tonight.
Thank you.
Now, let's give another perspective to someone, and that's the APC's Deputy Chairman North, Senator Lawal Shuaibu, and he joins us with some interesting views. Senator, it's nice having you on the ballot.
Thank you, Fisayo.
Now, your party is going into the general election as the ruling party for the first time. Is the strategy different from when you were the challengers 4 years ago?
Yes, of course. It's only natural for the strategy to be different. In 2015, we were challenging the incumbent, whereas in 2019, we are being challenged. Our strategies naturally have to change, but you see, our job has been made much easier by what President Buhari has been able to do for this country over the past 3.5 years. He had done so much that people have acknowledged, glaringly acknowledged, and so happily acknowledged. And I can assure you that they are ready to have him again.
All right, you are the leader of the Forward with Buhari group, a grassroots mobilization movement. You'll be getting some feedback from the grassroots vis-a-vis the performance of the ruling party. Is that what is giving you this assurance that Nigerians will be giving you a second chance in the next 10 days?
I can tell you something. When we went out on the street, at the motor parks, at the, in the markets, what we saw was quite unprecedented. And that is why I'm telling you that our job has been made much easier. One of the reasons, indeed, why we decided to go on the street is to take the pulse, to know what people feel, especially at the grassroots. And I can tell you, our job is much, much easier. Why we are there is to show people that we don't take them for granted. We come to meet them. President Buhari is going around, but we take on the road. We embark on road campaign. We travel from state to state, meet people, find out from them. And our grassroots campaigners, these young people that we have deployed into the project, I can tell you that when they went sample the opinion of people when they were about to start their voter education. They realized people were already out to vote for APC. So we felt, look, this job we are doing, we're just going by the tide of the feeling of Nigerians.
So let's say you are correct, but some say your party has hinged its acceptance mainly on Mr. President. And then that leads me to the concept of party ideology. Is that a factor against the backdrop of all the cross-carpeting, or is it a case of the more the merrier?
You see, cross-carpeting is a normal thing in the type of democracy we practice here. I mean, it is normal to cross-carpet. Some people leave us, some people join us. And you cannot stop people from their choices. Their choices are guaranteed by the Constitution. What I would like to say is we have in our Constitution the various ways by which to go about meeting people. I'm the Deputy National Chairman of the party, and for me to embark on road campaign, it means it is allowed by the party. I cannot embark on something that is not permitted. So you see, there is this strategic planning and strategic thinking. But still what I'm saying is that whatever we do, maybe to complement what the president is doing all over the country, I can assure you, you go, even the president, wherever he goes, he sees crowd he never expected. Now, even at our level, wherever we go, when they see our buses, because we have these luxurious buses branded Buhari or Simbajo, forward with Buhari, as soon as we enter into any town, come and see the crowd that follows us, especially the young people. They'll be so excited, and you could see the excitement in their faces.
Senator, let me ask you this, because it is a recurring decimal in the past few years, especially in the last few gubernatorial elections, and that is vote buying. You have accused other parties, and other parties have pointed their fingers at you as well. What is your take on these as we move closer to the general elections?
You see, for anything to do with vote buying, we as a political party, we have, our powers to stop it is limited. It is the responsibility of the Independent National Electoral Commission as well as the security agencies to ensure that whoever is apprehended doing that should be taken to court, should be prosecuted in line with the provisions of the law.
All right, Senator Shuaibu Lawal, thank you for joining us on the ballot.
Thank you very much, Fisayo. It's my pleasure.
Will agree with me that the ballot has been hot this week. We had the INEC chairman on Monday, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. And of course, yesterday was the turn of Honorable Farouk Ahmed Aliyu of the APC and Alhaji Buba Galadima of the PDP. The man who just left off, of course, was Major General Jongbo of Abuja. Now, we brought an interesting review to you yesterday, and it's about party symbols. I want to let you look at that again to see exactly what Nigerians know about the parties.
Let me start from the party called APC, which means All Progressive Congress. Then we have PDP, People Democratic Party. We have Abuja.
I know of Modern Democratic Party. I know of YPP. Then the popular PDP, APC, and the likes.
There are many things that somebody is using his brain to calculate rather than all these ways. Because I'm not a politician, I'm a civil servant.
I know two parties. The party I know, APC and PDP. APC have a roof. PDP umbrella.
I know of ANRP. Their symbol is a box of this AMAC. This voters, that box that they cast vote inside a hand.
All Progressive Party by Brun, and the PDP, People Democratic Party by Umbrella, and Accord by Fingers, Accord Party by Fingers, and SDP, Social Democratic Party by Ox.
PDP. So there's the People's Democratic Party, that's the meaning of the acronym. So they have the umbrellas as a logo. So you have the red and white and green on the umbrellas. So then we have the APC, the Asia Progressive Congress. So white as symbol is the broom.
I know just the two major parties are the parties I know. The ones I think I can remember are just two, which happen to be APC and PDP.
Okay, APC. Okay. Action People Progressives. PDP, Power to the People.
All right. If you don't know the name, at least know the symbol. That would help the process. Of course, some of the issues that came up this week is vote buying, of course, and we would appeal, of course, to politicians to allow the electorate make their choices, and also election violence has been a recurring decimal, especially the issue of arson, of course, that we heard, and of course we saw from Isialangwa out there in Abuja State. We also want to appeal to Nigerians to let the process be free, fair, and without any form of aggression. Well, that has been the ballot today, and it's 10 days and counting. Nigerians will be going to the polls for the presidential elections in 2019. Make sure that your vote counts. My name is Fisai Ogunfuyi. Thanks for being part of today's show. Let's do it again tomorrow. It will be at 10 p.m.